Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Mob Psycho 100, Season 1, Episode 9, called Claw, 7th Division.
Mob is kind of going through, figuring things out with his brother.
Mob almost got decimated by, what's his name? I don't even remember his name, but he was like the killing, fighting machine. Esper, adult. He is trying to figure things out with his brother, but Mob saved his brother.
Way in over his head.
But then his brother got stolen anyways. I'm surprised that the guy left Mob there when it was obvious how much stronger Mob was.
Well, I got the impression that he was taken off guard at how strong Mob was and was like, I just need to complete my mission. And if they screwed up, that's fine. I'm not putting my life on the line for this.
Claw definitely screwed up. They got the wrong brother when they sent 100%. The order.
Yes.
Claw, we didn't find out exactly what their deal is, whether they're creating an army, whether they're trying to...
Well, didn't they say, like, they thought because they had powers, they should be, like, in charge of the world kind of deal? Like a supreme being they're recruiting.
Got it.
And young kids, they're, like, brainwashing to try and get their goals. Like, that's kind of the vibe that I got. I'm curious if Mob is going to see this as a larger mission, or if it's gonna be rescue my brother and then I'm done, like I don't care. Like I
feel like he has very strong morals. I feel like he won't be able to stand for people using other people in that way.
Fair. I guess I was kind of wondering, is this gonna be kind of the major arc storyline, like him versus Claw in different scenarios, formats, schemes type of thing?
We'll find out, but we saw I think the strongest version of Mob last episode that we've seen so far.
Yes.
But didn't do as much destruction to the buildings.
A little more focused energy.
Yeah. And it was still like self-defense. He probably could have destroyed that guy, but he was like...
That was the impression that I got too, that he was... The other guy knew how to fight, like he was trained, but Mob had more
innate
raw power.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Mob Psycho 100, Season 1, Episode 9 is coming right now. They're still confused. Okay.
Is he missing an eye or was that reflection? Oh, okay.
Okay, that's why I was confused. They're gonna try to kill him?
The team is beginning to form.
Somebody's staring at you who also has powers.
花沢君がどういう風の吹き回しだ？
僕もいつかまた爪とぶつかる日が来る。だったら今、賞賛のあるうちに片付けてしまおうと思って。
Because of you.
賞賛ってのは君のことだよ。君が本気になれば負けるはずがないんだ。
とはいえ、依然手がかりは皆無。私も手伝おう。必要なものがあったら言ってくれ。
いや、それは大丈夫。どうせすぐに来るはずだよ。次の資格がね。
まずいじゃないか。早く転ばおう。
思ったより早い。
影山君、悪い子はどれだ？
あの人にいろいろ聞こうか。
寺田は例のガキに勝てると思うか？寺田より俺の方が強い。そんなことは聞いてない。勝てるかどうかの話だ。あいつは用心深いやつだ。例のガキは強いと言っても子供だった。油断しなきゃ立ち上がりの段階で簡単に潰せた。寺田は盤石の構えでいくだろう。あのガキはおそらくその場できつい拷問にかけられるだろうな。
さっさと吐け。
Wait, what?
苦しそう。一旦休ませて水でも飲ませた方がいいんじゃ。
君もなかなか天然な鬼畜だな。いいんだよ、外道には優しくしなくても。それにしてもなかなか口を割らないな。さすが傷と呼ばれる幹部なだけはある。ボスに逆らって傷を負いつつもその実力を認められ幹部の位を得た者たち。その傷の一人である小山を退けた子供の情報をいち早く聞きつけてやってきたお前寺田が逆に捕まって拷問を受けているというこの事態に危機感を感じているなら、早めに持っている情報を全部出した方がいいですね。
吐いてる吐いてる。今言ったセリフ全部俺が吐いた情報でしょうが。
アジトの位置もこの人が知ってる限りの構成員の名前と能力も他にもいろいろと聞き出せたよ。
いや、こんな簡単に秘密を吐くなんて。
Because he's a big baby.
俺どうした？
That happened quickly. I'm kind of wondering if it was Teru or Mob who disabled him.
Okay, does Teru still have powers?
I believe so.
Okay, after his thing with Mom, I wasn't sure, but okay. I would bet if that's the case that it was Teru, because seeing Mob with the checklist and stuff is gonna make him so much more unassuming, like just the the note taker.
Do you know who would have a checklist?
Me.
We got that piece of information, that piece of information. Dunk him one more time. We're missing the last piece. Just real quick. I gotta. I can't let him go until I finish my list.
Meanwhile, Mom is the one with all the power. That guy, I thought he was. The way he was talking in that car was that he was the absolute strongest Scar, and that he was gonna kill Mob. And like, you walk in, and you let your guard down right away.
Listen, you know what my theory is on things like this. The people who talk the loudest about being good at something or being the strongest are usually the most mediocre. And it's the people who don't say anything who are the best. This fits exactly into my, I call it a life theory.
Well, and he walked in and saw two nerdy looking kids, and he was probably like, hold up, no.
But he was a baby. He coughed up the information like this. Now, we don't know how long he's been done.
But he made it sound like he was so much stronger than the muscle guy, and the muscle guy's like, nah, absolutely not.
I was a little surprised they actually had him strung up and they weren't dunking him with their Esper powers. Like holding him and then dropping
They for
him.
sure had to get him up there with their Esper powers.
Yeah.
There's no way they were gonna lift him up.
Body Improvement Club.
Mom is
Pull-ups.
So cute. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of the rundown. So the Scars are like the top henchmen.
And the initiation process.
And they had to go, but they got their Scars because they had to go up against the main guy and then were marked.
Yeah.
Good information. I need this. I like information gathering episodes.
True.
Okay, 11.
爪の管理体制を疑うね。寺田なんて出かけちまったしよ。海にしまえ。
お前らも今来たところだろうが。
さあさあ、30分も遅れてね。
Ooh.
もともと歯車になどなりえん連中が集まったんだ。やるべき時にやるべきことをなせば一向に構わん。
This is giving me Demon Slayer Upper Moon, Lower Moon vibes.
負けてねえし自分の仕事はした。
相変わらず単細胞だね。あんた本当に遊びはほどほどにしないで。
うるせえブス。
ああ、殺すぞチキンピアス。
小山、関につけ。支部長が来た。
待った。さてボスから連絡があったよ。来月日本に帰ってくるって。この第7支部からも1人目本部の幹部に抜擢する予定だってさ。
I wonder where the HQ is.
それ本当か。
そうだけど君は望み薄かもね。今日の失敗を考えると。
そうつまり目的は世界征服。ノーアルタカは爪を隠すというが我々はそうではない。爪を隠さない鷹として奪うものは全て奪いこの世界のトップに立ち人類を正しい未来へと導いていくのだ。
我々に同調する者は
It's quite the pitch.
バカバカしい。おいおいナチュラルのガキども。
What's with the butt chin?
And the darkest 5 o'clock shadow.
あなた上司の人ですか？僕たち超能力なんてありません。何かの間違いだから家に帰してください。
超能力を持って
Whoa.
口裏を合わせて解放されるために。いいだろう。お前出てこい。
白鳥弟。
10秒以内だ。能力を見せろ。早く。
見せちゃダメだ。
But they can sense it.
態度はよくわかった。こう舐めたらどうなるか見せてやる。
カイト。一人ずつ洗脳教育する気だ。
なんでこんなことに。
They're probably tickling him.
Can you imagine?
何今の。
Maybe not.
カイトの弟の声だ。
死んでる。
お前らもすぐこうなる。一晩よく考えて態度を改めろ。まだ死にたくなければな。
What?
That was a little darker than I thought it was gonna be.
You're killing children? Adam's like, he's getting tickled for sure.
Oh, honey.
That just seemed to me to be like the mob
Make
vibe.
him laugh until he pees his pants. Meanwhile,
Just eviscerated.
is he actually dead?
He looked pretty dead to me.
I cannot believe that.
Don't believe it!
Espers can sense other Espers' powers, can't they?
That's what it seemed like when Mob went hunting with the telepathy girl.
So lying about it is not going to help him. I wonder if he picked the weakest one of them that he could discern to
So
motivate
Ritsu
the
will
others.
probably be spared because he's probably the strongest right now, those kids.
Probably.
But that round table made me think of Demon Slayer with Kabuzuji Muzan and his upper and lower moons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is like a cell, and they have another HQ somewhere else. I'm presuming outside of Japan. They said he's coming in from HQ.
Yeah, so there are 11 upper echelon members. Like,
Yeah.
so there's the main guy, and then like these 11 are
Yeah.
the ones right under him.
Yeah. I mean, they might be each cell or division. Like if he's in other parts of the world, Japan probably has 11 uppers, and then there's probably other ones elsewhere in the world. Kind of what I'm getting.
And all very unique characters.
Yeah. The head guy with the mask makes me think it's like a 5-year-old child.
The
Like
voice,
the voice
definitely
and the-
was. But
yeah.
there was one that looked like a little girl.
Yeah.
And like this just like very unique group.
dropped the fugly term
Oh, wow, I haven't heard that one in a long time, but I kind of
since
love
high
it.
school.
But I love that term.
Fugly.
Okay, this is creating like a story. Like yeah, interesting. Harry Potter.
あの建物だな。
そうだ。子供とは思えんパワーだ。
オーケー。ここから徒歩で行くわ。
Did they just leave?
あ、寺田が逃げた。本か？あれだけコテンパンにされたらもう歯向かってこないだろう。時間の無駄だし、僕らさっさと弟君を救出しよう。
ガキども、俺のプライドを踏みにじった罪、死をもって償え。電力操作。空打ち。最大射程60メートル。この環境下で俺の力は進化を発揮する。
影山君、生きてるかい？
Mom just takes beating after beating.
なんで空から気が。
あいつだ。無知のような念動力を使うって言ってた。
覚悟しろガキども。
お、寺田。
このまま施設に侵入されたらメンツが丸つぶれなんだよ。捕まえた。
Please don't hurt my friend.
Don't awaken the beast.
結構使うじゃん。
なかなかのパワーだろう。君に裁けるか
I'm
な。
gonna point at you with both middle fingers.
Mob's just gonna pick him up.
集中している間に何とかしてくれ。
I can't attack humans.
力の使い方があるんだね。
I learned something new today.
小手先の技術を通用しない。影山君の敵意に触れたのが運の尽きだな。戦いは一晩で終わる。
Very interesting statement. I guess there is a lot of ways to use powers.
Yeah, his mind is being open to all of these people who have found, I don't want to call them creative, but different ways to use their powers.
I feel like that is like a deeper thing though. Like you can use your strengths for in a lot of different ways. Good, bad, you name it. And then technique is nothing over just straight up power. Mom's like snip snap.
You're gonna whip trees around, I'm just gonna sandwich you between two.
He's like, that's cute.
Oh, that's a good idea. Look, bang.
Mom's like, I'm gonna see how this plays out, and once you show the type of person you are, then I'll take action.
It seems like he's starting to kind of find where he'll use his powers, like aggressively.
He used to be at the beginning, he was very black and white.
Yeah.
But now he's starting to understand that the world is not black and white,
Yes.
and that there's a lot of gray areas, a lot of nuance.
And he can't just be in the middle. Like, he can't afford with his abilities to just pretend these things aren't happening. And now that his brother's been kidnapped, like, he's forced to make choices around those kind of things.
I feel like if you have that kind of power and you're gifted with that kind of power,
Great power comes great responsibility.
you can't just be an innocent bystander.
Yeah.
And that is like,
That's almost worse.
yeah, like they're using Esper ability as a fill-in for,
Take your pick.
yeah, take your pick
Power,
of any,
money, wealth, whatever.
Yeah. And you've been gifted this skill.
Yeah.
You have no choice but to use it for good, hopefully.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see his kind of character and moral fiber kind of take shape as he makes these decisions about what he's okay with, what he's not. It'll be interesting.
影山、お前も見ただろ。逆らったら殺されちゃうんだよ。捕まってでも見ろ。そしたら恐怖で縛られ 洗脳されるくらいなら僕は今死ぬ気で逃げ出したいよ。
でもな、まだ白鳥だって昇進してる。立ち直るのにも時間が。
白鳥君、脱出に協力してくれ。
おい影山。うん、僕も脱出に参加。
You never know until you ask.
うちだよ。僕ら兄弟はテレパシスト。離れてても意思疎通できる。今も弟と交信してた。弟の方は僕ら5人の遺体を見せられたらしい。多分だけど、あの男の力は幻覚を植え付ける催眠能力。この組織の恐怖洗脳の要になってるんだと思う。分断されたのがテレパシーの通じる弟でよかった。
Interesting.
Not far from being tickled.
組織だっつう事実は変わらないだろう。だからこそここに長くいちゃいけないのさ。脱出するなら今夜、教育係がまだ僕らを甘く見ているうちにだ。
おい、あいつら何か話し合ってるぞ。まさか脱出の算段か。させておき。どうせ無駄なあがきだ。
今さら悪いんだけどさ。
どうした？
僕の考えを説明する前に君たちの名前な。
I knew it!
I feel you, brother.
君何考えてるかわからなかったからな。暗い顔して。
まあまあ、じゃあ改めて自己紹介していきましょう。私は黒崎玲よ。特技は超直感力。よろしく影山くん。
よろしく。
星野武だ。超強力な念動力を使える。
朝日剛、すべてを焼き尽くす火炎の申し子と呼ばれている。誰にだろう。二人ともよろしく。
白鳥大地って言います。連れて行かれたのが弟のカイトです。
早くカイト君を救出してここから脱出しよう。
何か策はあるのか。
それに目の前で教育係が見張ってるじゃないか。脱出の意思があるってことはすでにバレてると思う。今までだって逃げようとした子はいただろうし。
じゃあ対応に慣れてるってことじゃない。余計望みが薄くなってきたわ。
それは違う。僕らの力を甘く見てればきっと脱出できる。
どうやって？
子供だと思って油断したんだろう。手荷物検査はされなかった。
お前いつも持ち歩いてるのか。
サッカー。今だ、押すな。
よし来た。おい。
おいと、やってみるもんだな。
Wow.
お見事だな、ガキども。
Now they know your powers.
そこからどうするんだ。
どうするんだ影山。
牢屋の中にいる方が安全だぞ。
一歩でも出たら我々が教育する。
影山、
もしかしてこの先ノープラン？
星野くんの超強力な念動力と朝日くんのファイヤーで突破しよう。
可愛いこと言ってるぞ。
あのな、念動力で人間大の重さのものを動かせるわけねえだろう。
パイロキネシスの天才の俺でも動いてるものを発火させるのはちょっと無理かも。じゃあ僕がやるよ。二人にはとても及ばないけどね。ほら、みんなも出なよ。
どうせ連帯責任だ。子供だと思った俺たちが手加減するとでも。
思ってないよ。あなたたちのような無能な消耗人材がそんな良識持ち合わせてるわけないじゃないか。
I'm gonna just emotionally berate you. That's my power.
そうかい。じゃあお得意のスプーン曲げで自分を守ってみろや。ナチュラルさんや。
頼む、僕の力、言うことを聞いてくれ。
Did he just become like Ghost?
鍵を開けさせるまでもなかったんじゃ。
いや、僕らが非力であることを見せる必要があった。あの監視カメラからここは死角。長めの教育をされていることにして早くカイト君を救い出そう。
でも
Smarty pants.
どこにいるかわからない。
黒崎さん、ここからは君の直感力だけが頼りだ。
私？
Yeah, you said you were clairvoyant.
頼めるかな。
やってみます。
面白くね
入り口に
ごついのが立ってるな。
どうしようか。
しげよ、お前も考えるんだぞ。
ぶっ飛ばすかい。
あそこの担任をよ。
リツを助ける方向で。
やっぱりな。
オーケ
ー。その技は
さっき覚えた空ぶち。
Whoa. Terry learns quickly.
Yeah, he's probably relatively strong himself.
手慣れてるな、エクバ君。結構危険な悪霊なのか？
めっそうもない。なあ、シゲよ。
エクボは危ないよ。
どうせなら寺田の体を乗っ取れば有利にことが運びそうなのに。
超能力者はみんな精神プロテクトがかかっててな。悪霊に乗っ取られにくくなってる。そりゃお前らも同じだ。だが俺様がかつてないほど弱っているせいでもある。普段だったら軽く精神破壊できるぜ。
以前も全然大したことなかったけど。
あん時も弱ってたんだっつうの。
なんで弱ってるの？
お前に除霊されかけた時に。もういいよ。
よし、突入だ。
Dimple is exhibit A to my life theory.
Braggy.
I used to be stronger. This happened. I could have done this.
He said that spirits can't possess espers, but he possessed Ritsu. Is that because Ritsu let him, or is it because Ritsu's not considered a full esper?
My take was twofold. One is, I'm guessing if you know how to use your esper powers, you can create a barrier. And then I'm guessing that there's a strength component to that. So if the spirit's probably really strong, you could break down a weaker shield.
But not strong.
No, not right now.
Yeah.
But all things.
But he was possessing Ritsu for a couple episodes.
Yeah, I think Ritsu let him. And Ritsu doesn't know how to make a barrier, is my guess. Like, he's untrained.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
If Ritsu let him or...
Yeah. I was talking about, like, just kind of in the world in general. That was my take of how it probably works.
You know who'd be a super team if he can get his powers straight? I mean, Teru and Mob are a good team because Teru actually, like, thinks. He's not coming across as the most intelligent person right now.
Well, Teru's decisive and has a lot of practice using his powers on people.
If Ritsu can get to the point where he is competent, they would be a really good team because Ritsu is the brains and Mob is the brawn.
Just massive amounts of power.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that Teru learned the whip so quickly.
He's like literally just saw it once and he's like mastered.
So it's interesting. Mob kicked the snot out of Teru, but Teru seems very competent. It just goes another perspective of how strong Mob actually is.
Yeah.
Do we actually think she knows what she's doing? His hair though.
子供たちをさらってきただろ。彼らの居場所を教えろ。
子供は
地下だってさ。
シゲよ、リツはここにいるってよ。よ
かった。
バカ無線で筒抜けだ。侵入者だ。迎え撃て。
待て、傷にも連絡しておけ。超能力者かもしれない。
Oh dear.
緊急事態か。あいつしかいない。寺田はまんまとやられたってわけだ。
小山に続いて寺田までもが。どうなってんだ。
おい、俺は負けたわけじゃねえって。寺田が勝手に先走ったんだろうが。さあ俺がやる。こんなに早く再会できるなんて嬉しくてたまらねえぜ。
お前一人に任せろというのか。
当然だ。邪魔すんなよてめえら。先走るな。侵入者は一人じゃない。だからなんだい。 また負けるぞ。
桜井、先に殺されてえのか。
Dissension in the ranks.
いいよ小山くん、言っておいでよ。でも同じ相手に2度も負けるなんて許されないよ。
合ってるよ。
This guy's career as a scar is over.
別々に弟くんを探そう。
うん
僕は右を行く。影山くんは真ん中。
やべえぞ。いきなり中ボス登場かよ。
確かに。
またあったな。あんなにボコったのにもう動けるのか。ああ、元気そうで何よりだ。今度はちゃんと殺してやるよ。本気でな。
二人で一気にフルパワーでぶつけよう。今は余裕がないんだ。
余裕がない。おいおい。
Just the disrespect.
この俺を前にして。
来た。
なんだ、指一本動かない。
Wow.
ごめん、大きな音立てて。
そうか。相手に気を使う余裕がないってことか。あの影山くんが。
Wow, he called
富
that
山から応答だ。
snip snap.
Yeah.
相手は間違いなく強い。
け哀れなやつ。
行くぞ。侵入者に爪の恐怖を刻んでやれ。
Okay, we have had to see the ticker count up to 100 every time. He was just like, no messing around this time. I know what you're about. We are just going for it.
It was interesting because he's like, we're not messing around. And Teru thought like it was gonna be something else. He's like, oh, you meant you're just not gonna go soft. You're just gonna move on.
Yeah, like we don't have time. So just like, shh, let me just take care of this real quick.
Sorry for being so noisy.
Like I was like a pinball in that hallway.
Mob just keeps surprising.
He's evolving. His like sense of right and wrong is definitely moving. And that guy's already proven himself to be a bad guy, so it was an easy flip.
An easy justification in his brain in the black and white world that is maybe going a little gray. I wonder how these other Claw members are compared to him, because the first guy, I can't remember what his name was now, who got smushed between the trees.
Karada?
Yeah, he said he was stronger, but I don't think that's accurate.
I feel like they all probably have a healthy ego.
Yeah.
So they all probably think they're really strong.
Is Teru just gonna walk through all of them? I mean, Mob?
And Mob.
Yeah.
I feel like that's too straightforward. Do you know what I mean?
But this, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, because he has yet to meet anything that even comes close. That episode was kind of fun, actually.
It was a fun episode. Getting to meet some of the bad guys. See Mob's evolution, see what Teru brings to the table. Those kids, they aren't complete duds. Like, they actually do have some power, which is cool.
Yeah. And Ritsu is starting to be able to control his power without Dimple's help, so he's learning.
Did they fly through him? That's what I was confused about. When I was like, did he turn into a ghost?
I couldn't tell if he used like telekinesis powers, just kind of move them through him into the wall, or it'll be interesting to see what skills he has.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Let's find out if the rescue is successful.
Yes. Let us know your thoughts. Please be sure to hit us up in the comments below with what you're thinking. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Mob Psycho 100 coming next week. Bye!